Hello and welcome to Always Elite. Today we're going to review AEW's All Out pay-per-view from Saturday to September 5th, 2020. Now before we get into that, I just have to say that most of my predictions did not happen. I was very poor at picking predictions this time. Also, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay up to date with what we're going to do. Let's get right into it. Now we're going to start with the buy-in. It was Serpentico and versus Joey Janela. Now this match was added prior to I guess on Friday. They changed the order of the matches and they added this one. Janela doesn't wait for the bell and jumps Serpentico. Serpentico distracts the refs and Luther, who came down with Serpentico, beats on Janela on the outside. Both exchange huge finishing moves, but both kick out of each of them. Joey hits the Macho Man elbow from the top rope and finally puts Serpentico away. Then we have another match, Private Party versus the Dark Order, Silver and Reynolds. Now this match was also added, which means the Tooth and Nail match got added to the main card. Early on, Private Party outsmarts the Dark Order. After a blind tag, Dark Order powerbombs Cassidy into his partner's knees, and they take over the match. Silver hits a huge F10, but can't put Quinn away. Immediately after a 4-move combo, Quinn still kicks out after 2. After a scuffle, Private Party hits Gin and Juice and picks up the W. Now, how will Brody Lee react to that loss to the Dark Order? Then we get to the main show. It was the Tooth and Nail match between Britt Baker and Big Swole. Starts off with Big Swole driving to Britt Baker's office. This is a cinematic match now, so. And Swole beats up on Reba, Rebel, whatever you want to call her, at the reception desk. And starts looking for Britt, but Britt gets to jump on her. Just goes straight into a brawl all around the office. Britt tries to use a drill and a needle, but Britt gets the needle instead, which I'm assuming was filled with Novocaine. She got it right into her leg. Swole uses the nitrous to knock Britt out, and apparently she wins the match because of that. Next is Jurassic Express versus the Young Bucks. After a nice exchange between the two teams, the Young Bucks' attitude gets the better of them early on. Matt hits Locomotion Northern Light suplexes inside and outside the ring. Matt looks really pissed off at this point. Throughout the match, the Young Bucks' aggression gets more and more aggressive as they move along in the match. Certainly a different side of the Young Bucks. Young Bucks take out Luchasaurus and then hit every finisher they had just to beat Jungle Boy. That was quite an interesting match. You had to watch it to see the progression of their aggression towards the Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy for some reason. I don't know what for. Then it's the Casino Battle Royale. 5 men start. Every 3 minutes, 5 more will come out. And it's over-the-top eliminations. After the 4 suits come out, which would be 20 people, the wild card. And the winner gets a shot at the AEW World Champion later down the line. First out is Trent, Christopher Daniels, Jake Hager, The Blade, and Rey Fenix. Now I'm just going to go through the suits and the people that came out, and then I'm going to go through the eliminations. And the eliminations are not in order, they're just listed. Next out is Frankie Kazarian, Will Hobbs, Chuck Taylor, Santana and Ortiz. Then we get Billy, Penta L0, M, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, and Darby Allin. The last group that come out was Shawn Spears, uh, Eddie Kingston, The Butcher, Sonny Kiss, and Lance Archer. And the wild card, or Joker, was Matt SYDAL, so I was completely wrong on that one. I assumed it was going to be Miro, and so did a lot of other people. But it was Matt SYDAL, which is quite a surprise, considering SYDAL was just with Impact not too long ago. Okay, here we go through the eliminations. Archer eliminates Trent. Hager eliminates Daniels. Kiss eliminates Hager. Will Hobbs eliminates The Blade, which is surprising. Darby eliminates Phoenix. Butcher eliminates Kazarian. Archer eliminates Will Hobbs. Santana and Ortiz eliminate Chucky T. Trent eliminates Santana. Archer eliminates Ortiz. Cage eliminates Billy. Kaz eliminates Penta L0M. Darby eliminates Ricky Starks, which extends that storyline out. Archer eliminates Cage. Cage eliminates Darby. Matt SYDAL eliminates Spears. SYDAL eliminates The Butcher. Cage eliminates Sonny Kiss. Sonny Kiss. Kingston eliminates SYDAL. And Lance Archer eliminates Eddie Kingston to win the Casino Battle Royale. Interesting. Next is the Broken Rules match, basically a last man standing match as I come to find out. Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara. Starts off with Matt on the football field, and Sammy tries to run Matt over with a golf cart, which is ironic because that's what Matt did to Sammy months ago. But he misses. Matt hits a nasty DDT on, I guess, a marble or a concrete table that they had out on the concourse. Sammy spears Matt off a scissor lift through a table. Now Matt almost completely misses the table and hits his head directly on the concrete below. For 5 minutes, Doc Sampson is trying to stop the match with Matt Hardy, and eventually he gets the match stopped, but Hardy convinces him to continue the match, which was a bad mistake. That was not part of the finish. Matt legit got injured because he couldn't stand up. He was very wobbly. He couldn't do anything. I think that was a bad decision on AEW's part to continue this match. And then to finish it off, Hardy punches Sammy off the scaffolding 15 feet in the air through part of the staging area. Sammy could not answer the 10 count, so Matt gets to stay in AEW. And yet again, I'll say it again, I stress this not enough, that Matt should have not completed this match. However, he insisted that the match should be finished. Then it's the AEW Women's World Championship match between Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa. Now, Thunder Rosa is the NWA Women's World Champion. NWA has shut down for the year, so she decided to come to AEW and challenge Hikaru Shida for her title. Now, if Thunder Rosa wins, she's a double champion. Now, Excalibur also explains she's a triple champion because somewhere in Japan she wins some other princess crown or title or something. I don't know what the hell it is. Shida early on with the triangle, but Rosa turns it into an ankle lock, which is a pretty nifty counter. Lots of counters and reversals. Evenly matched women here. It breaks down outside and Rosa takes over. Rosa was very dominant through most of the rest of this match. Every time Shida tried to mount some offense, Rosa counters. In the end, Shida with a running knee and pins Rosa. I'd have to say this is probably the best women's match I've seen in a very, very long time, if not ever. It went 17 minutes. If you have any match, women's match, I dare you to compare it to this one. This one was amazing. Then it's the Dark Order, Brody Lee, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and Colt Cabana versus the Natural Nightmares, Matt Cardona and Scorpio Sky. Dark Order jumps their opponents right out the bell. Very little offense from the Natural Nightmares team. Dark Order really dominant in this match. Very, very dominant. Cardona with very little offense, but the Dark Order's numbers catch up to him very quickly. Brody keeps yelling at them, "Where's Cody? Where's Cody?" over and over again. Dustin cleans house. Anna Jay tries to stop Scorpio Sky, but Brady takes care of her in very short fashion. Brody Lee hits a discus lariat on Dustin. Colt was told to pin Dustin, but instead misses a moonsault, and Dustin rolls him up for the win. Brody is pissed off. Breaking a chair on the outside, just smashing it all over the place. He gets in the ring and yells at Colt a lot here. Then it's the tag team championship match between FTR versus Page and Omega. Out of the box, Page just punches the crap out of both FTR. Kenny tries to stop him from the beatdown, but he almost gets punched himself. FTR with some great tag team moves to take control about halfway through this match. Omega gets the hot tag and takes out FTR. Omega missed a V-trigger and hits Page with the V-trigger instead. FTR hits two dragon screw whips. Dax locks in a reverse figure 4, but Kenny gets to the bottom rope. Page gets the hot tag, takes out FTR, but Page is hurt, and Omega's leg takes him out of the equation. Kenny hits Page. We already went through that. By accident. He hit Page by accident at this point. FTR hits 2 mind breakers, and FTR become the new tag team champions. After the match, Page collapses right in front of Kenny. Kenny just lets him fall. Kenny walks away, walks to the back, gathers the Young Bucks, said, "Let's go. We need to get out of here. I'm done with this team." He says he needs a clean start and a clean sweep. Now, with that word alone, that must mean he's going to turn back into the cleaner, which would be awesome. We need to see heel Kenny in AEW. So, we'll see. Then it's the Mimosa Mayhem match between Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho. Right out of the gate, Jericho hits a code breaker, but only gets 2. Jericho powerbombs Orange through a table that's set up near the Mimosa vat. It turns into a brawl right after that, just beating the crap out of each other. Jericho hits a flying code breaker, but again Orange kicks out. In the end, Jericho is tangled up in the ropes, Orange with 2 Superman punches, and Jericho falls in the vat of Mimosa. Orange wins again. Then we get the main event, which is the AEW World Title match between Jon Moxley and MJF. MJF taking it nice and slow, but when it goes to the outside, Moxley just pounds on him. MJF is slow and methodical with his movements, which confuses Moxley. MJF slowly destroying Moxley's left arm. Moxley catapults MJF into the ring post, and MJF is busted wide open here. MJF locks in the Salt of the Earth on a counter of the paradigm shift, but Moxley gets to the ropes. Now, mind you, the paradigm shift is banned from this match. MJF hits Crossroads, still mocking Cody for some reason. But again, Moxley kicks out. In the end, Wardlow distracts the ref. Moxley hits the paradigm shift and gets the 1-2-3. Moxley retains his world title. And after he talks to the camera for a bit, he looks directly at Lance Archer and just gives him the finger. Well, that's the end of All Out. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And until next time, always be elite.
Never look back, no, never say die. Always attack with the warrior.